I wonder if you can guess what we're about to do. I've got 3 bunches of organic collard greens. Aren't these big and beautiful? And then I have a huge head of savoy. The savoy, yeah. Savoy cabbage, or Napa cabbage sometimes it's called. I really like it because when it cooks, and you can see there were bugs in this, that it's so tender and sweet. So I'm gonna roast cabbage in the oven, and then I'm going to saute, kind of fry the collards on top of the oven. And on the cabbage, when I roast it in the oven, I'm going to put a little bacon. A little bacon. I love this bacon that's uncured, that doesn't have any of the hormones or MSG. What's that other? Nitrates. No nitrates. Okay, so we'll put a little bit on top of that. And also, I'm going to slice a jalapeno to go on top of that. I really like that heat and that flavor. And then we're going to just saute these real quickly. I'll show you how I cut them into ribbons. It makes it really easy to cook. Collards sometimes can be tough, but when I cut them like this, it just doesn't take any time. And then at the end, y'all who've been watching me, I fixed 2 big pots of ham hocks. And so this is my last quart container of ham hock broth. So once I saute and put them both together, I'm going to pour a little bit of this ham hock broth on the top. Okay, mise en place, let's get started. Let's start with the cabbage because that has to go in the oven. Take these big leaves off first. And I actually like when I see that there's bugs in it because our bugs ate it because it's good food. Or probably these are worms, cabbage worms. I know that because I'm such a farmer. So I am going to, I think I'm going to actually add these in with the leafy greens because they're kind of a different texture. Alright, here we go. I also like this to make coleslaw. Oh, how beautiful is that? Y'all, is it just me? I love this kind of stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to, let's see if you can see it. I'm going to just slice them like that. And I'm going to take this core out. So I'm going to save this half to make an Asian, like chicken salad with this as like slaw. It's really good. So I'll put this to the side. And let's get our pot. Let's get our pan. This is going to be so easy, y'all. So easy. Easy, breezy. Oh, let me cut one more. Just one more. Oven is heating at 350. We're gonna put a little EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, my favorite. Y'all know it's my favorite. We're going to put a little bit of salt. This is coarse sea salt. And I already have some sliced jalapenos. I had for something else. So we'll just use, and I'm leaving the seeds in because yes, I want the heat. But you don't have to, if you don't like the heat, you just like the flavor, just take the seeds out. That's the secret with, and jalapenos aren't really that hot. Actually, it depends. Some of them are really hot. One of my favorite bacons because it has so much applewood flavor without the sodium and the nitrates and the MSG and all that stuff that makes bacon bad. We want good bacon. You know there is such a thing as good bacon. You know that, right? I'll put a little more oil in a 350-degree oven until roasted and tender. Okay, so I've washed the 3 bunches, and this is how I do it. Now I know a lot of people, well, the way my mom did is she would take this and take the stem off, and I like leaving the stem on. So a lot of people don't like the stem. I actually like it so. And then I like this, and my mom would just take a bunch and then just slice them, but I like having ribbons so it doesn't have to cook all day like kind of I grew up with overcooked collards. So now I like them to be cooked really quick, kind of like a fry. Okay. So see, I'm gonna roll it like, I've never rolled a cigar before, but I'm just thinking. I am just thinking that this is how a cigar is rolled, right? Okay, these big leaves. So I'm gonna just do a roll. Can you see? Can you see? Yeah. And then see, I just cut it like that. And you see how they are ribbons? Right? Collards are absolutely my favorite over mustard greens. I just think they have more flavor and they're not as bitter. Now, a lot of times, my mom, I don't think she ever did it. At least I didn't see her do it. But a lot of people put sugar to kind of break the bitterness of the greens, but I don't agree with that at all. And so then when I get down to this part, I do them really small. So these basically just melt in your mouth. See, I do them really small. So I just want to show you, this is about a bunch, how I cut it. I'm going to finish cutting up the rest as our cabbage is roasting, and then we'll fry this on top of the stove. So I'll be right back. Let me finish chopping all these up. Let's do these big cabbage leaves. These are going to cook definitely faster than the greens, but that's okay. I think I'm going to fix quite a bit because I want to thank my neighbor for the muffin pan and then give her a muffin and some greens, right? Right, we're going to go to this stovetop to fry our collards. A little EVOO. Hot, back away because we're going to put some wet greens in. We got some more of that savoy cabbage. reduces down quite a bit. So I got it on high, and I just keep, moving it around, getting it on that hot surface, wilting the greens. So, this I call comfort food. I believe soul food is exactly that, comfort. And not only do I like eating them, I like preparing greens. I like preparing ham hocks. I like preparing fried chicken. I like preparing maduros, tostones. Yeah, soul food, y'all, is all across the whole African diaspora. So don't just be thinking it's Southern food. It's also the Caribbean, Puerto Rico. That's all soul food. All soul food, y'all. Its roots are in Africa. Beautiful. So yeah, I love soul food. I usually don't fix it. I think that's always something my mom would do. But since I'm quarantined in, I'm channeling my mom. I actually wrote down a couple recipes, but this is just basically for me sitting in the kitchen, watching her do her thing over the years, right? That's how we pass on traditions and recipes with no measuring cups. Just a dash of that, a pinch of that, to taste. That's soul food, y'all. Put on a little bacon au jus. Y'all, it's just bacon drippings. And I'll just put, look at that. And then we're gonna let it fry in that. See how that whole big 3 bunches has reduced down? Beautiful. I've got those broken down. So beautiful, y'all, right? Don't you think that's beautiful? I do. So I'm going to just put a lid on this, turn the heat down, and just let it simmer and get tender for as long as it wants to. Alright. That's it. I haven't added any broth to it. I haven't added anything. It's going to keep reducing down and have its own hot liquor. Hot liquor! Hot liquor! I'm a silly girl. Okay, and then I'm going to just put... I don't have a lid big enough, but we'll just put that, turn it down to simmer, and let that do its thing as we wait for the cabbage to get ready. Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back. Collard greens and cornbread. The cabbage just came out the oven. It's probably been about 30 minutes, I think. So what I'm going to do is, doesn't that look good, y'all? Nice and sweet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it a little bit like this, because I really want these to mix in with the collards and be real tender. So I'll just cut them. We'll have our greens that have been simmering for that 30 minutes. Ooh, that looks delicious. That looks delicious, y'all. We'll take this savoy roasted cabbage and then just add that into the greens. Just add that right in here. Doesn't that look good? Is it just me? And just think they're vegetables, you guys. This is soul food. This is comfort food. Doesn't that look good? You know, I'm going to taste it before I put the ham hock broth in, because it might be overkill, right? We have bacon in here, peppers. So let's just mix that cabbage and collards together. Look delicious, right? Right. Okay. I think it needs the ham hock broth off that we fixed last month, and I think I'm going to just use half. Let's see. No, I might use the whole thing, because otherwise I'll have to refreeze it. I thawed it out, I think yesterday, the day before yesterday. Okay, here we go. We're adding that magic. The magic. Ham hock broth. Ham hock broth. I think I'm gonna pick those are onions. I think I kinda, even though they'll dissolve, I think I kinda want those out. Peppercorns. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, you guys, it smells so good. It smells so good. Oh my god, you guys, look what we have. We did it. We did it. Soul food, comfort food. We did it. All right. Let's get a little closer. Can we get a little closer? Okay, so we have our fried collard greens with roasted cabbage and jalapeno and bacon, and then a little bit of ham hock broth. Cornbread muffin, nice and crunchy on the bottom. Added cornmeal to that to make it more like a real cornbread muffin. And then, oh my goodness, y'all, this right here, this fried whiting, so good, so crunchy. Perfect, tender, wonderful. All right, now the condiments that I have. Want to talk about condiments? All right, the condiments that I have. This is what I like, and then I'll tell you what my mother liked. My mother liked the hot peppers and the hot sweet pickles. Actually, she liked sweet pickles, and they usually came in something like this. Somebody made them for her, and so somebody made this, and I can't get the top off, but anyway. They're pickled hot vegetables. So she would eat the hot peppers. She would also eat the white of she usually cut this part down, the white of the onion. This is all with her greens. And then she would crunch up some cornbread muffin into it and put a little hot sauce. That's how my mom would eat her collard greens. How I eat my collard greens is I just put a hot sauce on it, and then I like sweet pickles. I don't like the hot pickles, and I don't like the onion. But I thought I'd put it here because I'm sure some of y'all can relate to what I'm saying as far as your condiments with your soul food. Okay, so right now I think this is too beautiful to eat. No, it's not. Let's take a little bit of greens. All right, got a little bit of cabbage. Oh, that looks good. That's a good bite, right? Alright, so you know what I'm gonna do? First thing I'm gonna do, actually the only thing, and I added very little salt, so this is not salty, but it's very, very flavorful. It's hot with the jalapeno, smoky with the bacon, and and porky with the ham hock. All right. And so now it's time for the hot sauce. The hot sauce. On the hot sauce. All right. Can we get it? Can we get it? Can we get that shot? Fried collard greens with bacon and cabbage, roasted cabbage. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. To eat a pickle nut. So you also know what needs to happen. We're going to take just a little bit. A little piece of the cornbread. Now see, my mom would put it in here. So let me channel my mom. And she would eat it like that. Right? That's why I like eating my greens in a bowl. Not to mention the pot liquor. Not to mention the pot liquor. Ooh, see, that's nice and crunchy. All right, this is from my mom. This is her bite. She likes mishing it together. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. The crunch on that cornbread muffin. Some people call them corn cakes because it's made with Jiffy. I'll eat a little onion too. Okay, Mom, you have something going on. And then let's eat just a little piece of the fish. Show you how I do it. I put a little, seeds, a little lemon juice, hot sauce. You know what? This is hot sauce, but it's not that hot. Just cayenne and vinegar. It's not that hot, y'all. Come on now. Okay, and then where's my little knife? I can be sophisticated. A little tartar. A little ketchup. That's how I do my fish. All right. Y'all don't judge. 1, 2, 3. Yummy. All right, y'all. It's done. It's time for me to just throw down. This is so good. I'm so proud of us. We have tons of greens left. You can put them in the freezer or give them to your neighbor like I'm going to do. And voila. And there you have it. Comfort food, soul food, fried fish, cornbread muffin, collard greens and cabbage. Come on, y'all. Real simple, basic food. So good for our soul, so good for our heart. Bye. So what? We're in a pandemic. We can still. So what? This virus has got us all twisted. And we're quarantined here. So what? We can still eat good. Bye, y'all. Bye. 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 Greens. Everything delicious. You can do this too. Bye. 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 Love y'all. Bye. Love you. Bye. Comfort food. Be happy. Bye.